What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Kevin Brown, also known as ExpressedWordz with a Z, and welcome back to Speak It, See It, Feel It, where you can speak your life into existence, you can see it becoming a reality, and you can feel as if it is already done, family. It is already yours, guys. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great start to your week. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and hopefully you guys worked on yourselves also. So you already know the deal, guys. It is Monday, mental health check-in, okay? So before we start this video, I just want to know how you all are doing. I want to know how you're feeling, okay? And if you have any success stories, drop those below, guys, all right? I'm gonna let you know, Coach KB, I'm doing well. My voice may sound a little different to you guys, man. I can feel it. It feels a little raspy. I had to coach over the weekend, so I was yelling at the kids and stuff. Not like yelling at them, but you know, being loud, reffing and coaching and everything like that out there with the young ones, man, over the weekend, coaching all weekend long, family. So listen, I hope you guys are having a great week ahead. Keep pushing the needle forward, and don't forget to drop your comments below, okay? Now listen, guys, I just want to talk very quickly about friends, man, all right? About your journey. All right, I'm starting to have this conversation with my son, and that's why I wanted to have this conversation with you guys to start this week, because I'm starting to see more people showing up on the channel, man. Thank you guys for being here. Seriously, I appreciate your support. I appreciate your, you know what I'm saying, just being here, you know what I'm saying, and your eagerness to learn and grow and to become your best version on a daily basis, all right? But along this journey, man, you're gonna see, you guys are going to lose a lot of friends, all right? And a lot of people are just going to really fall away from your life. And you may discover that a lot of people or a lot of friends that you were with growing up, you know, they weren't really your friends, all right? Have y'all been following, or y'all probably seen in the media recently, though, you know, the most recent news was Ja Morant. If y'all don't know Ja Morant, you know, he's a guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. But the cat just keeps getting in trouble. He was flashing a gun, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram Live, but you know, he was around, you know, dumb people, you know, apparently, you know, I don't know the full backstory, full backstory, but from videos and everything, from just what I've seen and from what I've read, you know, it just seems like a lot of the company that you keep, right, is going to be very toxic for your life, family, if they are bad company. I did this in a short, not recently. If you guys watch that short, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? But I remember early on, and you guys are going to see this, man, and I want you to, this is why you have to pay attention to the signs. You have to pay attention to the little slick things that people say under their breath or right in front of your face, in front of other people, to let you know that they're truly not supportive of you. They truly don't care about you, and all they really do is want to see you go downhill, man, all right? So listen, when you guys are resonating with the same people and they're doing the same thing, all right, before you guys had your awakening, let's go back in time, family. Let's go back in time a little bit. Before you had your awakening, all right, maybe you was always out and about. You was always doing other things. Maybe you weren't focusing on your goals. You wasn't focusing on prayer and God. You wasn't focusing on your dreams, right? You wasn't really focusing on those things, right? Maybe you just focused on running the streets, chasing girls, chasing guys, doing your, you know what I'm saying? Doing whatever, okay? But then afterwards, you know, those things didn't resonate with you anymore, all right? They started to fall away from your life, and all of a sudden, you know, those so-called friends that you had, you know, or people that was in your circle, they started to fall away too. But the thing is that before they really started to fall away is when you started to see how much they truly did not care about you, or truly didn't want to be around you guys, my family, okay? And when I said that I was having this conversation with my son, I want to tell you guys that story really quickly. And I was sitting with him. He asked me if him and his friend could go somewhere, so I took them out somewhere. You know, we had another little friend with us, so it was just him and a couple of his buddies went hanging out. And you know, this kid thinks that he is the best, are pretty much better than my son, you know, my son Tyson. And I was like, I'm sitting there listening to him, right? Because I'm hanging out with another one of my homies, right? One of my friends or whatever. And he's asking him questions, you know, oh, do you think you could beat him in this? Do you think you guys are friends? You know, type of thing. And he's like, he's looking at my son in his face, and he's like, yeah, I'm better than you. I can do this better than you. I can do that better than you. I'm better than you in this and this, and you'll never do this and you'll never do that, you know? And I'm looking at my son. I can see his face, And I'm using this as a learning lesson because I'm not going to jump in right now. Okay, this is when I go back and talk to him afterwards. I want to see how he's going to handle it because we've had these conversations before, right? So afterwards, you know, I had the little conversation with him. I told him, okay, hey, you know, did you hear what your friend had to say? You know, true friends don't say that about each other. And even my friend said that. He stepped in and said something. He was like, that's supposed to be your friend. You don't say something about him like that, right? So I had that, you know, just to make this, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit, family. But just to make a long story short, you know, I had the conversation with my son or whatever, and, you know, he went by himself and went and texted his friend and told him, hey, you know, I didn't appreciate that, you know, and you're supposed to be one of my friends, you know, you're supposed to be lifting me up. You're supposed to be uplifting me in my endeavors. If I'm falling down, you're supposed to be helping me. All right. And I want y'all to take that as a lesson, man. Make sure to instill that in your own kids, because I told him, I was like, you have to watch that. You have to watch him, because he's not going to be a true friend to you. He's going to be one that's going to be jealous of you. He's going to be, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be trying to pull you down, you know, in anything that you do, All right. And come to find out, man, that kid transferred to my son's school just recently. So, you guys will experience this in your own lives, guys, with your own people. All right, you got to be very, very mindful of that, man. And that's why you guys have to be alone right now. That's why you guys are losing your friends, losing everybody, okay? Because God is pulling you, he's separating you away from the people that are of the world, all right? He's separating you away from those people, all right? If you have been awakened and you are now along this journey and you are now feeling alone and you are now feeling, you know what I'm saying, that you're just losing everybody, family, trust and believe, man, this path is not easy, okay? We talk about this. The path is just not easy. It's not easy, all right? But there's going to be a lot of people in your lives because you guys are becoming successful. You guys are becoming your greatest versions. That's why you were chosen for this journey, all right? That's why you were meant to break that generational curse. That's why you were meant to go in that direction. All right. And a lot of other people, man, are just living average lives right now. Okay. So take this as a beautiful thing, even though through the midst of your trials and tribulations, through all your struggles, through everything that you guys are going through. Remember, you got to go through it to grow through it. Right. All right. So everything that you guys are growing through. Okay. You were meant to break that curse. You were meant to be here for a reason. Okay. So some people just can't come, man. Some people just can't come with you guys, all right? And this is definitely a message that we have to really, really teach our children right now, because the young generation, man, I feel like they are really, really at risk. Like it's terrible to see what I am seeing. Like the way that these teenagers are running the streets, acting crazy, right? Y'all heard what happened in Chicago? I don't know if y'all did, but check that story out. What happened in Chicago with a whole bunch of teenagers just ripping and running the streets, you know, kind of just acting a fool. Right. But not only that, man, we got teenagers that's killing cops. We got I mean, it's extremely, extremely sad and demonic out here. And we really, really have to protect our kids, because if they end up hanging around the wrong crowd, guess what? They're going to fall right into it. All right. That's why we have to talk about man, and a lot of those people you hang around, man, they're not your friends. They're not your true friends. They don't really care about your journey. They don't support you. Right. And as soon as you guys start moving in a direction without people, you know, stop trying to validate, you know what I'm saying, the path that you're headed, you know, from seeking validation from people that you don't need to seek, right? Listen, man, they're going to be watching you guys, but they're never going to clap for you. They're never going to acknowledge you. So don't go looking for it. That apology, you know what I'm saying, if they treated you some type of way in the past, don't look for that apology. It's not going to happen. All right. However, when you guys do make it, all right, be very, very mindful of them coming back to knock on your door. All right, man, when you guys become successful and when you decided to leave people behind, listen, there's a lot of people that think that you won't make it without them. Right. That's the mentality that they have up here. Like their ego tells them that, like they think that they are that big and bad. They are all that in a bag of chips. They are the sharpest knife in the drawer. Right. That you will not make it without them. Without their support, without their connections, without their knowledge, right? Without their money, their finances, right? You guys don't need any of that, man. You make your own way. You make your own way. You create your own path, and God is going to bless you. Trust me. All right. But you have to keep on going, and you have to have faith, and you got to weed out the bad ones from the good ones, and you got to leave people behind, family. Okay, so many of you, I've seen a couple comments for people who's like, yo, I'm new to this. Like, I'm new to this journey. You know, I don't know really what's kind of going on in my life. You know, a lot of people are walking away from you. Listen, you're not alone. Okay, I want to tell you that right now. You are not alone. You're actually right where you are supposed to be. You're right where you are supposed to be. Okay, so that means to just keep pressing forward, keep on keeping on. And when you listen clearly, all right, because now that your level of awareness is heightened, all right, you are going to hear slick comments from people under their breaths, or, you know what I'm saying, coming out of their mouths, thinking that you're not listening, that you're not paying attention. And it's going to let you know, it's going to trigger you. It's going to give you that red flag to let you know, hey, maybe this person is not really for me. Maybe I need to walk away from them. All right. You guys don't want to get in situations, man, where people are going to pull you down, especially, you know what I'm saying, if they're into criminal activity, demonic activity, you know what I'm saying, all over, you know, just living a lifestyle without care, with no morals or anything, no integrity, nothing. All right. Don't hang around those type of people. All right. Okay. So if you're new to this journey, you guys know what you have to do, man. And I had to talk to you about this story, family, because it hurt my heart to see my son go through that and kind of just feel like, yo, like, why? And it fueled him though. Right. Like I said, I talked to him about it and it fueled him. So like when I took him out to the track to practice and we was running, you know what I'm saying, just practicing on our start and everything like that. I was like, you need to visualize something. I want you to visualize as you're running, what my son, you know what I'm saying? Visualize. What are you going to visualize that's going to help you get you faster from A to B, right? And he started thinking in his mind, he was like, I'm going to visualize what he said to me, because I know that it's just going to fuel me to do better. It's going to fuel me to go harder. I was like, that's right. That's right. You know, so, I don't think I ever told you guys, man, he got first place in the 100-meter dash in his very first race. He was fueled up. He was fired up. He was ready. And he ran in the rain. He had to run in the rain. And that wasn't a good idea, because that very next week, he missed school for 3 days. He had a bad cold, but he's good now, family. He's up and running. He's good. But just a quick message for all of y'all, man. All right, even for the young ones, even for the kids, instill that in your children right now. Not everybody is going to be their friend. A lot of people are jealous. They're hateful. They're just evil, man. And we're seeing it a lot right now, especially in the young generation. So if for many of you out there that has like teenagers, you know, I have, you know, my nephews, you know, are growing up. They're teenagers, you know, and I talk to them, you know, let them know too. Hey, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. And not only that, one last thing, speaking of friends, all right, one last thing I want to let you guys know, man, be mindful about the things that you say. Try to hold your tongue if you have to. All right, sometimes you can't just be going, you know what I'm saying? And if you have a very loose cannon, you got a short fuse, all right? Don't just be going off the wall, you know what I'm saying? Don't just be going off the wall and yelling at people, or not yelling at people, excuse me, but you know, if somebody does something to you, don't just snap back, walk up to them and say something. If somebody cuts you off the road, you know, don't go be chasing them down. Listen, people are going crazy now. People have really, really lost their minds out here in the streets, man. All right, and of course, this has been going on for centuries and centuries, but we're really in some detrimental times right now where people will snap out of nowhere. All right, so you don't know how somebody woke up on you know, what side of the bed somebody woke up on that day. All right, you don't know what somebody's carrying on them or anything like that. You guys have to be careful. That's why you just need to stay to yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Get outside in nature. All right, it's extremely beautiful. Get outside in nature. Drink plenty of water today. All right, how many of you have been drinking your water? All right, get some exercise, work on your goals, stay focused, keep pushing the needle forward, and become your greatest versions, guys. All right, and leave those people behind, man. There's going to be a lot of toxic people, a lot of them, and just leave them behind. All right, so that's my message for you guys today. Monday motivation from my family, for this community. You guys are loved and appreciated. Remember to drop your comments down below. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know if you have any success stories. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, and if you want to talk, man, don't forget to come on over and talk. And a big shout out and a happy belated Mother's Day. I did put up a community post yesterday, but happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers here on the community. I appreciate you guys. And there is 15% off right now. All coaching sessions, 50% off. Just use code Mother's Day 23. It's gonna expire on, I think it's on May 11th. I'm sorry, May 11th. Today's like, what, the 15th? May 21st. So you guys go and check that out, all right? Hope you have a great day today. Stay blessed, stay loved, and I'll see y'all soon in the next video. Peace.